Everybody, it's Mike from Battlefield Accessories here. Just got a quick construction video of our casualty / shock / pin dials. So they come with the national flag on the front. Basically, when you construct it, you can see I've got one in there. If I just twist that, I can reveal a set number of shocks. So for example, I've got 4 on this unit, so I can just drop that on the table, and that works perfectly. If you watch it on, if you hang around for a second, I'm going to build one. Okay, so a few things for the build. I've got a piece of plastic card here, and I've also got myself a little plastic bag, you know, that you get figures in and stuff like that. The components that make this up, I have a back piece, a dial, and a front piece. I then also have a central wheel and a small T-piece. So the way that this is going to work is you'll see that I'm wearing gloves at the moment because I'm going to use super glue, and I like to avoid getting super glue stuck to my fingers. I'm also going to use a plastic bag here because there is a small chance using the technique I'm going to use that will get a little bit of super glue leaking out of the back, right? So plastic bag just to help protect that, and it peels off quickly. Okay, so I'm going to take some super glue. I'm just using Zapper Gap. I'm going to put myself, just make a little puddle right down here on the thing, on the plastic card. I'm going to take my T-piece and I'm going to grip it in some tweezers. And so I'm gripping it by the top. Right, if you look at it there, basically there's 2 fat pieces which fit into this, right, and then 2 thin pieces which basically give me the spacer. So with this grabbed, I'm just going to touch the end of it, so I'm just wiping it into the super glue. So I've got a little bit of super glue on the end of that, and I'm going to fit that into the green bit, which is the back of the thing. You'll notice that the green side is facing down. The idea of this is that when I'm using my casualty marker, let's say I'm going to put it out with my unit, I'm going to put this side up to say nothing to see here, so it helps it blend into the table. Okay, while that's there, without letting it dry or anything, I'm just going to quickly come and grab the ring and just drop the ring over the top of that. Now I flip that over, they're basically exactly the same either way. Now, the thing that you're looking for here is I don't want any super glue leaking out the edge of that ring, so where I'm running the tweezers at the moment. Now, if you're not in a hurry, I would let that dry, but the first thing I would do is make sure I pick that up, so as I make sure that no super glue is adhering to the underside. Okay, but I'm in a hurry, so I'm going to keep going. So I've got that set up like that. I'm then going to take my ring, put that around the front there. There's lots of different ways to do this next bit, but I'm going to use a bit of sprue that I broke off from the kit, and I'm going to just hook up a little bit of super glue on the end of that, right, and then coming along, just wipe that on the edge. Might do a couple of bits. And what I'm trying to do is just get a little bit of super glue onto the top of that cross. So into this bit here, around the edge of that. Now I don't want too much, because if I have too much, it'll leak out and it'll glue the wheel in place, which is what I don't want to have happen. Right. Now you might be a bit hard to see on this, but this has basically got a long and a short side on it. I'm just going to come along, and this is easier to do in person than on camera because you've just got to line it up. There it is, done. Okay, so that's now in place. I might have a little bit of super glue on top. If I do, I'm just going to wipe it off with my finger, just so that's nice and dry. And then I'm going to pick it up, and just to check that I've got it right, I'm going to give this a twist to make sure that the thing actually moves nice and freely. And then I'm going to put that aside to dry and move on to my next one. So there you have it, construction of our nation-themed World War II pin markers. See ya.